What's up? What's up? What's up? Of course, it's me, your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Report. Shoot another awesome video, cause that's what we do. Man, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know, at Consumer Appliance Report, we review appliances. Today, we're gonna focus or introduce to you guys a 500 series 24-inch stainless steel top control tall tub pocket handle dishwasher with stainless steel tub AutoAir 44 decimal by Bosch. All right, like we stated before, this is an introduction to this dishwasher. We're going to check this dishwasher out, go into the lab, talk about the functions and features, check out the parts, see how much it's going to cost you per repair, talk about the price, how much, and of course, we're going to do the warranty, and we're going to give you our overall review to let you know exactly how we feel about this Bosch dishwasher. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom where it says product overview. Again, we're going to be real generic and real brief just to let you know exactly what are some of the features that it has on this dishwasher. And of course, we're going to show you an actual picture or video of what the dishwasher looks like. So the ultimate clean with PrecisionWash. It says better dry with AutoAir. And it says AutoAir automatically releases the door at the end of the cycle to let the moisture escape and fresh air circulate. Wow. Bosch always stands out. That's different. I don't know any other dishwasher that's having that feature right now outside of Bosch. All right, of course, it's plastic safe, pure dry system, so we can get into that. Of course, it has advanced leak protection. One of the things that we love about these dishwashers, they have sensors at the bottom, of course, that detects if the machine is leaking and automatically starts to drain. So that's one of the things we can dissect as well. Bosch quality. Bosch is a high-end appliance. This is one of the top of the line appliances that you can purchase. So when you purchasing a Bosch appliance or even this dishwasher at all, of course you already know you're going to get high quality. It says remarkable quiet 44 decimal. It says just 44 decimal. This model has infrared light to indicate when it's running. It says the infrared light turns off when the dishes are ready. Whew. Flexible third rack. It also has an adjustable upper rack as well. It has speed 60 cycle, perfect when you need dishes quickly. Wash and dry light soil dishes in 60 minutes. Of course, it's also Energy Star as well. Flex space tines, easy glide upper rack, and then of course you have 16 place settings. All right, so of course, like we stated before, we're going to be real generic. We're going to go into the lab, dissect this joint. But of course, you already know who I am, man. It's me, your boy, Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Report. You help me, I help you. We both help each other. Till next time, I'm out of here, man. Peace. Subscribe to the channel. up? What's up? What's up? Of course, it's me, your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Report. Shoot another awesome video, cause that's what we do. Man, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know what Consumer Appliance Report, we review appliances. Today we're gonna focus on the Bosch 500 series 24-inch dishwasher. Alright, so we're gonna allow the video to roll so that we can dissect this joint, man, and get into this joint. First of all, of course, you see pulling down on the door, stainless steel model, and we're gonna stop it right there so that we can go into the actual control so we know exactly what this appliance is all about, what can it do. Let me go into that real quick. Let's get it. All right, so of course we're in the Bosch owner's manual. All right, different models, different model numbers as well, so it all depends on which model that you have. But we're going to scroll down on the way to page 12 so that we can get into this. Always remember all the safety instructions, how to use the appliance. You want to read that first before you actually start using the appliance. Proper care and maintenance, different notices, safety instructions, warnings, so that you won't be able to damage your property, damage the appliance, damage yourself, using harsh chemicals, abrasive cleaning, stuff like that. They get into all that. But we're going to start off where it says getting started, an appliance overview. And of course, this is your control panel. This is how you communicate with the appliance. I'm just going to let that roll real quick so that you actually be able to see it. You have your on and off button. You have heavy, auto, normal, speed 60, rinse. On top of the display, you see sanitize, clean, add rinse aid, so it'll let you know if you need that. Delay, half load, delicate, sanitize, auto air. You have your start and resume button, and it's also a reset button as well. And they have silent plus 44 decimal. All right, so we can go back to that a little bit. So that's where we're going to stop at the control panel. We're going to dive into that. All right, of course, this is your interior as well. Inside the machines, we're going to talk about the racks as well. We're going to get into all that. All right, it says the dotted lines show optimal features which may or may not be included in your dishwasher. The numbers stated below refer to the overview images on the previous page of this manual. Of course, we talked about it already. On and off buttons, right? Your wash cycles number 2, digital display, delay start button, wash cycle options, and start button. It says some of the wash cycles and options will vary by model. All right, so go back up to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just discussed all of those. All right, let's roll down into where it says display indicators. It says the cycle time remaining. Let's talk about the display where you see 000. Clean, it says lights up when dishes are clean. Sanitize, it says lights up when sanitation requirements are met. It says add rinse aid, lights up when rinse aid is low. All right, so it allows you to know that your rinse aid is low. You need to add rinse aid, and with a lot of these new appliances, you must use rinse aid. The rinse aid help your dishes dry properly. All right, so you want to make sure that you use it, because if not, it's going to have white spots and white streaks on it, and your dishes are not going to dry properly. All right, it says dishwasher interior components. Your third rack, upper spray arm, detergent tab tray, vent hole, lower spray arm, dispenser for special salt, right? It says filters, silverware basket, lower rack, rinse aid dispenser, detergent dispenser, lock. It says lock for detergent dispenser, and rating plate. It says optimum feature which may or may not be included with your dishwasher. All right, so this is where everything is. Different numbers there, and it labels the dishwasher so you know how to identify the components and parts. All right, so we can roll with that. All right, it says menu overview. It says the dishwasher has been preset with certain settings for your convenience. You can change these factory setting. All right, it says use the function keys A, B, and C to change the settings. See instructions operating the dishwasher on page 35. So we're going to get into a lot of that as well. All right, so it has setting. You have D for intense drying. This factory setting is off. It says description. It says improved drying for glasses and plasticware. Rinse aid. All right. It says the amount of rinse aid affects drying. All right. So you can, the factory setting is 0.5. All right. Cycle completion cycle. All right. It says signal sounds when wash cycle is completed. Auto power on. It says dishwasher switches off automatically after wash cycle is completed. Infrared light. It says light is projected to signal and activate wash cycle. Auto door open. It says door automatically opens at the end of every cycle except rinse. All right, like that. Different feature there. All right, so that's everything there. We're gonna jump to page 31 as we dissect this appliance, man. So we know exactly what to do. So bear with your boy. We're gonna get into this joint. All right, let me see. All right, dishwasher cycles. All right, and this is how we're gonna use the dishwasher and what's best to use in the dishwasher. It's no different from your laundry chart that we normally go into. We love to go into this stuff, so we'll be able to show you how to really use the dishwasher. Wash cycle, heavy. Recommended use. It says best for cleaning items with baked on food or grease. These dishes would normally require soaking or hand scouring. All right, I'm gonna say this, even though it does say that for baked on food and grease, I would not do that. Just in my professional opinion, from someone that's working on these appliances, it's best to rinse the dishes off before you put them in there. If you don't put it in there, the food particles is gonna build up. Over time, it builds up. It slows down the rotation in your dishwasher because the pump is at the bottom. So poor water circulation doesn't rise up, get to the top, because it's slowing down the rotation of the motor. So you're gonna have issues with it washing. You're gonna have issues with it draining because it can clog up the drain as well. So when the dishwasher can leak out because there's excess amount of water in it and the water's not being discharged. Another issue is it damages your drain pump. It damages your motor. So you want to be careful. I know it says baked goods and grease. You should be able to rinse it off before you put them in there. That's best for the dishwasher, and that's best for sanitizing the dishwasher, any odors and smell and mildew. You don't want your dishwasher smelling like trash because it can, because of the food that's left over. All right, auto, smarter cycle with most flexible soil sensing, which is ideal for mixed dishware and food soils. Normal, see note at bottom of table. It says recommended for daily, regular, or typical use on completely washed a full load of normally soiled dishes. It says in order to obtain optimal performance with minimum energy consumption, it is recommended to disable all available options and setting except auto power off, set to P01. All right, cleanse, it says speed 60, it says cleanse freshly. Cleans freshly soiled dishes with easy to remove soils. The cycle reduces cycle time while still including drying. Delay AutoAir. All right, so you have that. It says use this cycle if you need to pre-rinse dishes to avoid odors. Place unrinsed dishes inside the dishwasher and select the rinse cycle. Use less water than hand rinsing and very low energy. So you do have that option if you want to use there. Either way, this theory still stands. Whatever you put in the dishwasher, it does not always come out and it gets trapped in there, and that's why you call technicians to come out and say, hey, my dishwasher's not washing properly, there's issue with it, there's a smell, there's an odor, because over time it does develop and it's not good for the dishwasher. I don't care who makes it. All right, so I'm just letting you know from our experience as a tech, this is something that we see every day. All right, energy guide label was based on the normal soil sensing cycle as follows. The unit was tested without a rinse aid liquid in the rinse aid dispenser. A single dose of detergent was inserted into the detergent dispenser with no detergent being used in pre-wash. The unit was not subjected to truncated testing per the definitions in the test procedure. We recommend that dish loads such as the one in the energy certification test have the rack position set in the highest position. All right, that's a note there. Dishwasher cycle options. Delay allows you to delay start of your dishwasher up to 24 hours. All right, so you have that option. Speed perfect. What's speed perfect? It says speed perfect is an option that allows saving time without sacrificing wash and dry performance. Selecting this option ensures the same final temperatures as the underlying cycle by starting the heat period at an earlier phase in the program. It says selecting this option also increases energy consumption while reducing cycle time. All right, half load. It said half load can reduce water consumption when washing small, lightly soiled loads that fill approximately half or less of the dish's capacity. Delicate. It says this option reduced time and temperature are best for lightly soiled items with easy to remove food soils. The option also reduces the likelihood of cloudy glasses. Rinse aid is recommended for the high glass drying function, even when using combination detergents. All right, so even if you're using a detergent that has like those pods that has the liquid and it has the rinse aid, it's still best to use rinse aid. Always use that to help dry the dishes. Sanitize. All right, of course, with COVID and everything that's going on, if you have baby bottles that you like to sanitize, these are good options to use here. It says increases the temperatures and retains them from an extra long time to obtain a defined disinfectant performance. Continuous use of this function increases the hygiene status. This additional option is ideal for cleaning items such as chopping boards and baby bottles. Like I said before, sanitize will appear, in the display window when sanitization requirements are met. Using the sanitize option may also improve drying. There is a slight increase in energy consumption, all right, because you are using a cycle that needs more. When you increase and use sanitize options, it increases the water temperature. So on average, you're probably going to use between 120 to possibly 130, 140 degrees as far as the temperature. When you do sanitize, it might go to 150, it might go to 160. So the dishwasher has to compensate for you using these additional options. So that's why it's going to run a lot longer and it's going to increase the energy consumption as well. All right, so you got to think about that when you select all these options. AutoAir, it says this option automatically releases the door at the end of the cycle to let moisture escape and fresh air circulate for drier dishes. It says compared to Bosch dishwashers with pure dry. Extra scrub. All right, it says this option increases pressure and temperature in the lower rack for intense cleaning. All right, so we're going to go through a lot of this, man. Wash cycle information. So it has a cycle chart to basically give you an idea of probably how long the cycle is going to be. All right, so it says to save energy, this dishwasher has EcoSense, where the sensors in the dishwasher automatically adjust the cycle length, temperature, and water changes based on the amount of food soil and the incoming water temperature. The smart control makes decisions that can use the cycle time and water usage to adjust intermittently. It says wash cycle times are based on 120 degrees Fahrenheit water supply. So I said it, I was in the range. It says if your household water supply is different than 120 degrees Fahrenheit, your dishwasher cycle times may be impacted. One of the things that we always recommend to customers not to do, if you're having issues with your dishwasher is not cleaning properly, the best thing you can do is use the additional options. You might have sanitize, you might have high temperature wash. So these settings are settings that you can use to increase the water temperature on the dishwasher. We do not advise that you go and get a plumber to increase your water temperature in your home, because what can happen is it's going to affect everything else in your home. It affects your bathroom, affects your toilets. It affects anything that deals with the water temperature, your hot water tanks, all that types of stuff, right? Possibly not the toilet because you're using cold water, but if you're using a hot water, like your hot water tank, and you're taking a shower, or you're using a faucet in the sink, if you increase that water temperature, then that's going to affect the water temperature in the whole entire home, and then you're going to have issues there, and it's going to probably be too hot. All right, so you don't want to do that. It's best to make the adjustment on the dishwasher, because that's what the adjustment is needed for, just for the dishwasher, not your whole entire home. So let's look at it. You have heavy, auto, normal, speed 60, and rinse. All right, the cycle times tell you approximately how long, water usage, water temperature. All right, so let's look at it real quick. All right, your heavy, 110 minutes to 130 minutes, 4.9 to 6.4 gallons of water or liters, depending on what you're looking at. Water temperature, 151 to 160, right? Rinse temperature, 162. All right, so a lot of these you can actually use and see what the cycle is going to be, how long it's going to take. And I like that they do this to give you an idea as a customer what to expect when you're using your dishwasher. All right, so if you notice anything that's off from you using it, then that's when you can call Bosch. They might be able to help you over the phone. If they're not able to help you over the phone, they'll be able to send their licensed technicians to come out to repair it. Extra scrub, cycle time 125, 150. So these are different features that you can actually add, right? And these probably prolongs your cycle as well. Speed perfect, 105 to 120. All right, different options you can choose from, right? If you want to do it auto, normal, cycle, the temperature, water usage, all right, all this stuff, half load, all right, cycle time 114, water usage 4.7, rinse temperature 162 Fahrenheit, Celsius is 72, same thing there. So you have a lot of options that you can choose from when you're going into this cycle, into this dishwasher, man, and that's why we really want to go into it. You also have delicate, you have sanitized. Look at the sanitized cycle depending on the temperatures. Look at the water temperature. 162 when it's rinsing, 162 when it's rinsing, 162. Water usage is just about the same, 4.9 to 6.4, 3.4 to 6.4, and 2.3 to 5.5. Look at the times. All right, the time is 150, right, to 150 minutes to 175, 149 minutes to 179, 160 minutes to 180 minutes. That's a lot of time. That is hours. That's like 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? 3.5 hours, depending on what it is that you're using, right? Back in the day, a lot of these appliances were not running for that long. It was normally 1.5 hours. Now it's 3 hours because you got to compensate for energy. You got to compensate for the less amount of water that it's actually using. So what cause and effect, basically. A lot of energy, less water, takes more time to do it. Man, it took me a minute to get it out, but I'm glad I was able to get it out. All right, cool. AutoAir, same thing. Rinse temperature 149, 145, 145 to 147. Cycle time 155 to 180, 148 to 178, depending on the water usage and all that stuff as well. This is stuff that you can actually pause and take a look at as well. No, this is only sanitizing cycles have been designed to meet the requirements of Section 6 of the NSF and ANSI standard for residential equipment for soil removal and sanitization efficiency. All right, this is there is no intention, either directly or indirectly, to imply that all cycles have passed and sanitation performance tests. All right, so let's let you know that as well. All right, so that's cool. Operating the dishwasher with hidden controls. The door must be open before changing settings and closed after changing settings. Warning: risk of injury. To avoid risk of injury, always use caution when opening the door, opening the door during or following a wash cycle, as hot water or steam may escape. Always got to keep that in mind. Do not fully open the door until water noises have stopped and steam has subdued. Alright. Protection against unintentional operation. You have that. Aqua Sense, so we can dive into some of that. The Aqua Sense is an optimal measure device which measures the cleanliness of rinse water. The Aqua Sensor is used according to the wash cycle. If the Aqua Sensor is active, clean rinse water can be transferred to the next rinse and water consumption can be reduced by 0.8 to 1 to 5 gallons, 3 to 6 liters. If the rinse water is not yet clear, the water is drained and replaced with fresh water. In the automatic wash cycles, the temperature and running time can also be adjusted to the degree of soiling. Alright, so that's cool there. Switching the appliance on and off. We talked about the on and off button. Pressing that if you like, of course, as well. Like reading the notes, it says your dishwasher is protected against unintentional operation. If the appliance door remains open for more than 4 seconds after pressing the start button, the operation will be paused. Press the start button again and close the appliance door. All right. Display time, we talk about that. When a wash cycle is selected, the remaining wash cycle time is shown on the display, which is number 3. We talk about that. The wash cycle is determined during the wash cycle by the water temperature, the amount of dishes, as well as the degree of soiling, and may vary depending on the selected wash cycle. Talked about the delay start. You can start the cycle in 1 hour increments up to 24 hours. All right, wash cycle end. The wash cycle has ended when the display reads 000. As if the signal tone has been set, the wash cycle end is also indicated by the buzzer. All right, so you have the buzzer that you can use: off, low, medium, or loud. All right, so you have an option there. All right, and you can change the volume. You can actually pause that so you can see how to change it as well. Note, we talked about the dishwashers operated against unintentional operations. We read that already. Auto power off. It says the setting determines the length of time the control panel stays illuminated after the cycle is completed. To save energy, the recommended setting is P01. This setting can be adjusted from P01 to P02. P00, dishwasher does not turn off automatically. P01, dishwasher turns off automatically after 1 minute. P02, dishwasher turns off automatically after 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. All right, dishwasher's running for 3 or 4 hours now. That's crazy, but when I see that there. All right, so you can make the necessary changes if you want. Risk, interrupting the wash cycle. Expansion, overpressure may cause the appliance door to open and or water to escape. If the door is open on an appliance which has a hot water connection or is heated, always leave the door ajar for several minutes and then close. All right, so we talk about that. Your dishwasher is protected against unintentional operations, so we got into that. Terminating the wash cycle, press and hold start button 6 for approximately 3 seconds until the display reads 001. That is your start button. All right, so that again, that operates as multiple buttons where you hold it for about 3 seconds and it goes 001. Wait 1 minute while the dishwasher drains. So that's an automatic drain. When you hold the start button, it drains the cycle up. It says you may now power the dishwasher back on and begin a new cycle if desired. All right, changing the wash cycle. When it says when the start button 1 has been pressed, the wash cycle cannot be changed. The only way a wash cycle can be changed is by terminating the wash cycle. All right, cool there. Info light, or what you call it, infrared light, info light. It says while the wash cycle is running, a light spot shines on the floor under the appliance door. It says do not open the appliance door until the light point is no longer visible on the floor. If the appliance door is not closed, it's completely closed, the light spot flashes. If the appliance is installed at eye level with flush furnished front, the light point is not visible. In darkened rooms, some light scattered may be visible. This is normal and cannot be changed. You can switch the info light on and off if you like, of course, turn it on or turn it off. All right, and it tells you how to change the setting. All right, cool there. Intensive drying. It says the final rinse uses a high temperature which improves the drying results. It says the cycle time may increase slightly. Caution if utensils are delicate. This feature has 2 settings, on and off. All right, so you can turn on intensive drying, and it shows you how to do that. AutoAir, it says at the end of every cycle except rinse, the door will automatically open to let moisture escape and let fresh air circulate for drying dishes. This feature has 2 settings. You can turn it on or you can turn it off. All right, so that's cool there. All right, so that's mostly it, man. As far as all the functions and the features there. We're not finished with the video, but just for us to understand what's taking place with the control, how to really set it, we're gonna let the video roll because we still got a lot more that we gotta dissect. We gotta learn how to load the dishwasher and all this other stuff, man. So we're gonna let this video roll. Of course, we got the flexible 3rd rack up top. You can see there, 30% more loading area. Flip down slides, let you load larger items. All right, adjustable upper rack. You can adjust the upper rack. We're gonna get into some of that. Your lower rack with your utensil, your soap dispenser, not your soap dispenser, utility silverware baskets. That's what that is there. So we're gonna let that rock, and you see a full picture of exactly what that is, how to really use it on the racks. We really like that. So this is your adjustable racks. All right, so you have the adjustables right in the middle here where you can adjust the rack either upper or lower. That's all up to you. So we're gonna let that roll for a second, man, and we're gonna get into some of that, and we're gonna let the video pause right there. We're gonna dive into the rest of this video. All right, so we're gonna jump to page 17 so we can talk about the dishwasher rack, loading the rack. It's gonna be a lot of information on loading the dishwasher. All right, because this is a big issue. It says loading the dishwasher material. It says before using your dishwasher for the first time, check the information in this section. Some items are not dishwasher safe and should be hand washed. Others require special loading. All right, recommended aluminum. All right, colored anodized aluminum may fade over time. Minerals in your water may cause the aluminum to darken or spot. This can usually be removed with a soap-filled steel wool pad. All right, that's one there. China, crystals, stoneware. It says some hand-painted utensils may discolor, fade, or spot. Hand wash these utensils. Position fragile glassware so that it will not topple over or come in contact with other utensils during the wash cycle. Glass. Make sure to use dishwasher safe glass. Milk glass may discolor or become yellow. And then of course the temperature from inside the dishwasher is too hot. It can crack the glass, break the glass. That happens. I've seen it all the time. Non-stick coating. Apply a light coating of vegetable oil to non-stick surface after drying. Plastic. Make sure the plastic where is dishwasher safe. You want to be careful with that. Some dishwashers you want to be careful with the plastic, because if you put them at the bottom, it's going to melt it and it's going to discord. It's going to shape your plastic in a different way. It might melt, it might absorb it, it might bend. It might not be as durable, as strong as it used to be. For lack of better words, I really couldn't find one. But you want to be careful, and you want to make sure that it doesn't fall on the heating element. On this model, it doesn't have a heating element at the bottom, so it's not going to fall on it. But you want to be careful with that. Stainless steel, sterling silver, and silver plates. Load these so they do not come in contact with other metals. Stainless steel dishwasher tub walls or the inner door. Not recommended. What is that? Acrylic. Grazing or small cracks throughout the acrylic may occur. Adhesive joint pieces. Bone handled utensils. Handles may separate. Iron will rust. Hand wash and dry immediately. Non-dishware items. Your dishwasher is intended for use in cleaning only. Standard household dishware and kitchenware. Pewter, brass, bronze, tin. Tint will stain, hand wash and dry immediately. Wood, wooden bowls, wooden utensils, and utensils with wooden handles can crack, warp, and lose their finish. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. So that's good to know. I like that. Loading the racks. This is for the best loading results. Observe the following when loading the dishwasher. All right, so we can read a couple of these. Do not pre-wash items with loosely attached food soil. Again, I beg to differ. But remove all food particles, bones, toothpicks, and excessive grease. See? Pre-treat items having burnt on, baked on, or starchy soils. Load dishes in the dishwasher rack so the inside of the bowls, pots, and pans are facing the spray arms. Avoid nesting in contact points between dishes. Separate items of dissimilar metals. Use care to not block movement of spray arms. Of course, we're going to talk about that a little bit. Only wash household dishware and kitchenware rated as dishware safe. Refer to dishwasher materials section for more information about dishwasher suitability. All right, loading the upper rack. Ensure items do not protrude through the bottom of the racks and block the spray arms. Got to make sure those spray arms are spinning. If they don't circulate, water comes through them, it's not going to wash your dishes properly. It says when pushing the upper rack into the dishwasher, push it until it stops against the back of the tub so the upper rack spray arm number 23 connects to the water supply at the back of the tub. Do not push racks in using the door. All right, loading the lower rack. Place large items in the lower rack. Load pots, pans, and bowls upside down. Do not block the vent hole with all the tall baking sheets. Load these items on the right side of the dishwasher. All right, note, to avoid dishwasher damage, do not load the dishwasher with paper products, plastic bags, packing materials, or anything other than normal. Dishwasher safe dishware and kitchenware. All right, so now you get an actual visual of how to really load the dishwasher. Loading pattern for loading rack. 12 placing settings suggested loading pattern. See how they load that? Space in between each dish, right? Good. You got to make sure there's space in between here. If there's no space in between, the water doesn't get it. I've seen where people put dishes on top of each other and they say, oh my God, it's not washing. Of course it's not going to wash. You got dishes on top of everything. You got to be careful to space it out, all right? So you don't want to overload the dishwashers because it's not going to clean properly. All right, so we like how they show you that. It says alternate loading pattern with pots and pans. How to really load pots and pans. Here you go right there. Put it down. Let it sit flushly. Allow the pots to be face down. All right, for best result, load your large items face down in the lower rack. We just discussed that. Loading patterns for the upper rack. All right, and then you have alternate loading patterns. So we see that. So we're talking about the upper rack. See how nicely neat these are placed so that water can get through them. All right, it says 12 place settings suggested loading pattern with the third rack cutlery drawer. All right, so you want to be able to do that. And when you have cups, you want to make sure that the cups are tilted or lean to the side, especially if they have a dip in it, right? If they got a dip in it, then of course the water is going to sit on there and it's not going to go anywhere and it's not going to dry. All right, so that's where you want to make sure it's lean to the side that the water runs right off. All right, so hopefully you guys can see that. All right, so that's cool. Alternate loading pattern. Loading patterns for third rack. All right, so this is how you load the third racks. Right, you got silverware, knives, forks, suggesting how to really load the stuff like that. Looking at these alternate cups, you can load stuff on top of it as well. We really like the way that they're doing this and breaking this down so you'll be able to see that, how to really load it. All right, optimum feature which may or may not be included with your dishwasher. All right, it says use supports to load stemware glasses in the upper rack. See how you're doing glasses that has the stem. Right, that's how you load it, right? And they're also on a slant so that the water won't sit on top of the stem and actually not dry the dishes, and actually at the end of the cycle they could fall in the dishes and make it seem like it's not drying. All right, loading the silverware basket. Place knives and sharp utensils with their handles up and forks and spoons with their handles down. If large or oddly shaped items are loaded in the silverware basket, be sure they do not nest together. All right, see? Loving that. All right, warning, the sharp points and edges of knives and other sharp utensils can cause serious damage, cause serious injury. Load knives and other sharp utensils with edges down. Do not allow children to handle or play near knives and sharp utensils. All right, long silverware basket. The silverware basket lid may also be folded downward in order to leave the basket open. You can do that back to back, so you can set it back to back. All right, to assemble the double flex silverware basket, hold the two halves side by side or back to back so that the tab on the basket is slip into the notch on the other basket. Push the two halves in opposite direction until they click. All right, so that's where we are there. Optimum features which may or may not be included with your dishwasher. All right, you got the double flex silverware basket. All right, it says the basket splits along its length, resulting in two halves. They may be placed in a variety of positions in a lower rack, greatly increasingly in lower racks loading versatility. The basket snaps together either side by side or back to back. To split the double flex silverware basket, grasp the basket and slide the two halves in opposite directions, then pull two slides halves. All right, so you can do it side by side, back to back, side by side, single. All right, that's good there. It says, note, the silverware basket lid may also be folded downward in order to leave the basket open. We just talked about that. All right, so that's cool there. And then, of course, you have loading the dishwasher. Optional features which may or may not be included with your dishwasher. Man, Bosch is really giving you everything you need right here. right? They're telling you what number: salad forks, teaspoons number 2, dinner forks number 3, knives number 4, tablespoon 5, and for serving forks number 6. And you have different numbers where to put it in the actual rack. The double flex silverware basket, how to put it in the silverware basket, what numbers is for what position, and all that stuff. Man, this is good, really good, really impressed. Long silverware basket, loading the dishwasher. Caution: dishwasher, this can be very hot immediately after cycle ends. We talked about that. Open the door slightly and allow dishes to cool for a few minutes before unloading. All right. Note, dishes are more likely to chip when unloading before cooling. All right, so it's when unloading the dishwasher to prevent water from dripping onto dry dishes. It says unload the lower rack first. Next, unload the silverware basket, followed by the upper rack, and then the third rack if equipped. All right, so you're getting a lot, man. I really like this joint. It says adjusting the height of the rack. And this is something that you guys can do. It says if desired, the height of the upper rack, which is number 22, can be adjusted to create more space for taller utensils either in the upper or lower. So you can adjust that. All right, it says the rack-matic. The height of the upper rack can be adjusted in 3 steps to create more space. All right, pull the rack out of the dishwasher until it stops. To the lower rack, push the rack-matic lever inward. Right, to raise the rack, hold the basket on the sides of the upper rack, lift it up. All right, so check the spray arm for clearance and adjustment. So here it is, teaching you how to really do it. Right, silverware basket, ware basket, upper rack, lower rack. All right, different settings that you can use with the third row, the upper and lower rack. Right, the inches and the max and all that stuff. That's cool. Arrange large plates up to a diameter of 12.6 inches, 32 cms in the lower basket, as illustrated. All right, so there you go right there. All right, rack accessories, flip tines. All right, so this is stuff that we can look at in the upper rack. The upper and lower rack, of course, are fitted with flip tines that can be folded down depending on what you may need to load in the rack. The lower rack tines to fold down, pull flip tine gently forward, release it from the notch, push the flip tone downward to fold up, push flip tones into an upright position until the holder engages in the notch. All right, so this is where we are right here. All right, the upper rack flip tines to fold down. It says push flip tones downward with gentle pressure to fold up, push flip tines into an upright position until the holder engages in the notch. All right, so it's telling you basically how to do it. Not difficult to do to make the necessary space that you might need. All right, we're gonna go over to the third rack. The third rack is horizontal position knives, spatulas, and other oversized tools for improved cleaning and easier loading and unloading. Arrange current cutlery in the third rack as illustrated. Man, however you pronounce that. Good luck. You can fold down the side shelves to provide more room for taller items of silverware. The front rooms of prongs can be folded down to provide room for wider handles. All right, so this is where we are here. All right, so you can click it, make adjustments there. That's cool. Optimum feature which may or may not be included with your dishwasher. All right, cup shelves. Let's dive into that. The cup shelves and the space underneath that can be used for small cups or for larger surface utensils. They also serves as stemware supports. Loading patterns for upper rack on page 19. All right, plastic item clips, right? Lightweight plastic accessories, cups, lids can be held securely by the plastic item clips. Press the plastic item clips against the upper rack as shown until it clips. All right, optimum feature may be or may not be included with your dishwasher. So it all depends. All right, extra tall item sprinkler. It says if the item is too tall to be placed in the lower rack, even when the upper rack is raised in the raised position, remove the empty upper rack 22 by pulling it out of the dishwasher until it stops. Pull the front of the rack upward and outward until the rack will not slide out anymore. Then lift it up and away from the dishwasher until the rack's are completely free of the roller. So you can make that adjustment. Just use the lower rack to wash the dishes there. That's pretty cool. All right. It says, note, keep the vent hole number 25 on the tub's left side clear by placing tall items such as a plastic cutting boards and tall baking sheets on the lower rack's right side or center. Notice to avoid dishwasher damage, do not reinstall the upper rack without removing the extra tall item sprinkler. Okay, so you have the extra tall sprinkler here. Connect that to C and it allows water to shoot out there. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's tough. All right. Optimum features may or may not vary depending on the dishwasher. All right, so I've been reading that a lot. All right. Removing and install the third rack. So you do have an option to do that if you like. Pull out third rack rails all the way. Insert third rack at an angle. Make sure that the stopper hooks, right? Both rails slide between the holding hooks and the lower rollers of the third rack. Slide the third rack in and lift the upper racks over the front. Stopper hooks of both rails push in third rack. Removing the third rack. So it shows you how to really remove the third rack. Not really difficult to do. You basically just slide it off the hook and then you slide it in between here. You can see that. All right. So you can pause that if you like. Look at that if you like. Again, it's not difficult to do. Removing and installing upper rack with Rackmatic. All right. Installing upper rack. This is how you really do it. All right. So you can actually pause that. I'm going to let that sit for a bit so you can see how to really remove the racks and stuff like that. All right, again, it's not difficult to do. You can make that adjustment. All right, so we're going to move on to the next portion of the video. And of course, this is here your spray arm. So you want to make sure that it's circulating and spinning just like that. Of course, we have the stainless steel inner tub. Again, stainless steel tubs are better than your plastic tub. Of course, remember plastic doesn't absorb heat well. So when you have a stainless steel finish, it absorbs the heat a lot better and cause it to dry the dishes a lot better. All right, so that's your upper spray that circulates the water. All right, that's the back that you put the extended spray arm on if you want to be able to take the upper rack out. All right, that's the manifold there as well. Then you got the bottom spray arm. Let me go back a little bit. You got the bottom spray arm there that you can use there. That also has to be spinning. So you want to be careful when you load the lower rack that it's not preventing it from spinning. All right. You got your so we're gonna keep, that's the rack rollers or the rack handles, where the upper rack, it's the rack holders, and right here is where the water comes in. When it dispenses water, it comes through the side of the dishwasher there. All right, so that's what that's for. All right, so of course you have your filter. This is how you clean the filter, put it back and all that types of stuff, man. You can take that out periodically. You can wash it in the sink, and you want to make sure you clean the filter. We're going to dive into that some so that we can actually see that on here, page 41 and 43. So we're going to get into that real quick so we understand about the filter. All right. All right. Our filters. It says the Bosch filter system is designed to prevent the need to pre-rinse normal attached food source from your dishes. Simply scrape leftover food source off of dishwasher before loading. This process will conserve time, water, and energy required to heat your household water supply. Your dishwasher filter system is designed to filter 100% of the water entering the spray arms to provide a continuous supply of clean water to remove food source from your dishwasher. Even though it's designed to remove the actual water, it doesn't dissolve the debris and the food particles inside the dishwasher, and it builds up on the filter. That's why you got to clean your filter. All right, this filter system consists of 3 parts: A, B, and C. A is large object trap, prevents objects that should not be placed in your dishwasher from damaging the dishwasher pump system or clogging your household drain. B, flat fine filter, prevents food particles from entering the wash chamber and directs particles towards the microfilter. And of course, C, the microfilter, directs the smallest of the particles to the household plumbing drain. All right, so that's what it is. Cleaning intervals. The filter system is designed to minimize maintenance while preventing premium cleaning performance and minimum energy consumption, depending on use, habits, and water hardness. The filter system will require some maintenance to sustain premium cleaning performance. Your filter system may need to be cleaned when you notice food soils remaining on your filter system or object trapped in the large object trap. Alright, a drop in cleaning performance or gritty film forms on the dishwasher. Alright, when washing normal attached food soils that have been scraped before loading in a household that runs the dishwasher every other day, your filter should be cleaned 3 to 6 times a year. Light to average use, 8 to 12 times a year. Heavy use. Alright, clean the filter system after washing loads with large amounts of food soils or loads with a heavy starch content like potatoes and pasta to maintain optimum performance. Alright, to check or clean the filter, we showed you guys how to do that, how to unscrew it, so you can actually just take a look at that. We did all that already, show you really how to do it, so that we don't have to really go through that. Removing the microfilter and fine filter as well. Check spray arms for grease and lime scale deposit if you find such deposit. Fill detergent dispenser with detergent and start the appliance without utensils in the cycle with the highest rinse temperature. Right, so you can do that to possibly clean the actual spray arm. It says clean the appliance with detergent and appliance cleaners such which are particularly suitable for use with dishwasher. Unscrew the spray arm, you can pull at it and twist it, take them out. You can also clean them as well. Alright, so that's good there. I think that's everything. Drain pump, large food remnants in the rinsing water not retained by the filter may block the waste water pump. In this case, disconnect the appliance from the power supply, remove the filter, scoop out standing water, use a sponge if necessary. Alright, so again, it gets clogged up like I was stating before. So you just want to make sure you just try to clean the unit up. Alright, notice, preparing your unit for vacation, so you can do this as well. Alright, I don't want to miss anything. Alright, it says before leaving for vacation during warmer weather, besides turning off the main valve, also turn off water supply at the nearest point to the dishwasher. Do not leave soiled dishwasher in unit and leave doors slightly open. During colder weather, please follow the instructions for winterizing your unit below. Winterizing your unit: if your dishwasher will be unused for a period of time in a location that experiences freezing temperatures, holiday home, or through a vacation period, have your dishwasher winterized by a professional service. Alright, so you want to be able to do that. Alright, so we're going to let this video rock and roll so you'll be able to see it. It's not difficult to do. Of course, you want to make sure that the arrows are aligned. That's how you know it's inserted back properly. All that stuff. We got the soap dispenser on the door there as well. We really like that function. We really like that feature. We're going to dive into the soap dispenser real quick so we can jump to page 15 and 16 so that we could get into this dispenser. Alright. Rinse aid, let's get it. To achieve proper drying, always use a liquid rinse aid, even if your detergent contains a rinse aid or drying additive. The dishwasher note indicates low rinse aid by turning on the rinse aid indicator. If this indicator lights up, you need to refill the rinse aid dispenser by following the directions below. Alright, so we're gonna let that get into the adding rinse aid to this unit, man. So we're going to discuss that real quick. Adding rinse aid to avoid oversudsing or clogging. Do not overfill the rinse aid dispenser. Wipe up any spills with a damp cloth. You want to make sure you wipe it up because rinse aid is extremely soapy. So when you run the dishwasher and it's mixing with the rinse aid like that, it causes oversuds and causes the dishwasher to leak. It says open the rinse aid dispenser by pressing the door latch of the lid and pull open. So we're going to show you how to do that. Add liquid rinse aid to the dispenser until it is full. Do not overfill. Avoid spilling into the air vent hole. Alright, so that's cool there as well. And then showing you really how to do it. Right, air vent hole, that's where that is. The max line, you have that as well. Close the lid. Lid must be fully closed until it clicks in order to seal. Wipe up excess rinse aid that may have puddle when the dispenser reservoir is full. The indicator light will go out a few moments after the dishwasher door is shut. For easier pouring, remove a lid from the rinse aid bottle. Alright, notice, do not fill the rinse aid dispenser with detergent. Doing so will damage the dishwasher. All right, so cool. Setting amount of rinse aid use. The amount of rinse aid dispenser can be set from R00, which is off, to R06. The factory setting is R05. It says you should only change the setting if streaks remain on the dishes. Lower the amount, or if the dishes are not getting dry enough. All right, that's what that says there. Increase the amount. So it's telling you how to do it. Dispenser off, 0001 lowest setting, 02 low setting. You have medium, medium, high, and the highest, which is 6. All right, I don't think you're ever gonna have to really do it for 6 unless you're really having just issues like that. But you know, you can turn it off. The rinse aid indicator. It says proceed as described in the section setting. The amount of rinse aid used and set value to R00. The rinse aid indicator is now turned off. It says notice using no rinse aid or setting the dispenser to R00 may result in longer cycle times, consuming more energy and water. The higher temperatures and longer cycle times can damage fine china or glassware. All right, keep that in mind. All right, so I think that's mostly it as far as the rinse aid, man. So we're going to go into this joint, let this joint rock, let this joint roll, see what we got. Again, that's your opening and closing. That's what you have there. There's your dispenser for the rinse aid. The first one is for the detergent. Of course, you close it back. All right, so you want to be careful there. And of course, we're just about finished. One of the things I wanted to notice with the dispenser, let me go back a little bit. If you look on the front of the basket, it has this cup, right? If you look, you can actually put the tablets inside of that cup, and it's gonna dissolve. That's what that cup is for. All right, so sometimes when you put those tablets inside the dispenser, it damages the dispenser because the cup is not deep enough for the dispenser to sit flush with the door, and it prevents the door from opening. So your dispenser is going to be inconsistent. You can actually put the tablets inside that cup that you see there. So I just wanted to mention that before the video was out, because we was just about finished up with the video, man. So we done worked on a good portion of this joint, man. So we done dissect this joint, and of course it's me, your boy Richie Rich, functions and features, and man, and we are out of here to the next portion of the video. We getting out of here. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're gonna focus on the price. How much it's gonna cost you? Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. Either way, it's gonna cost you. All right, so right now we're on the Home Depot website looking at the 500 series 24-inch stainless steel top control tall tub bar handle dishwasher with stainless steel tub, AutoAir, and 44 decimal by Bosch. All right, so right now it comes in a couple different finishes or colors, and you can get different handle types depending on the actual model and the color. So let's look at the stainless steel. We're looking at the bar handle in stainless steel. Right now you're looking at $10.49. All right, so that's the price that you're gonna spend for this at your local Home Depot. Let's look at the color black. Let's see. The difference in the price, of course, is $9.99. Also, the handle type is a pocket handle. All right, so right now, Home Depot does not have the bar handle in black. So let's look at white. What's the price for that? Price for white in the pocket handle is the same price as it is for the black. So you're looking at $9.99. That's the price that you're gonna spend roughly for this appliance, according to Home Depot, between $1,000 and $1,100 depending on the model that you have. All right, let's dive into Lowe's to see what Lowe's have. All right, so right now for Lowe's, you're looking at, for the stainless steel, $9.99. Another thing that you want to keep in mind, again, when you're looking up appliances or a particular appliance that you really like, you got to factor in availability. A lot of appliances right now, it's somewhat difficult to get depending on the model, depending on the color. It's difficult to get appliances right now, so you want to check into that before you actually go out to the store and you know, probably even look at it. Just want to make sure you call around in your local area. So right now it's again, it's out of stock, no longer available in my particular area, depending on where we are. And the only color that they have right now, it is in stainless steel. All right, let's go to Best Buy. All right, so Best Buy got multiple colors. Right now, from looking at it, this is the black unit with the pocket handle, you're looking at $999.99. All right, so there's no real difference between the Home Depot and Lowe's price depending on the color. Let's look at the stainless steel model. This one is also in the pocket handle. You're looking at $999.99, same price there, no real difference. And then of course you have the white. So let's see what it is. The color is in white, pocket handle, $999.99. So for the 500 series 24-inch dishwasher, you're looking at about $1,000 to $1,100. That's not including taxes or anything else, so we don't really add that stuff to it. But you're talking about a 500 series dishwasher, that's about $1,000 to $1,100, and that's what you're gonna spend. All right, so we are out of here, man. So this is just the price portion of the video. We won't focus on the next thing ahead, man. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're gonna focus on the warranty. Warranty, the manufacturer warranty. All right, so let's dive into this. Of course, we're gonna use the site that we normally use for a lot of these videos, and that is Home Depot. So we're gonna scroll in all the way at the bottom so that we'll be able to see different warranties. You can either tap into the warranty, but we're gonna tap into where it says use and care manual, right? So we're gonna tap into that, roll into that real quick. We're gonna dive into page 55, I think this is here, and talk about it. Well, page 50, talk about the warranty. All right, so let's dive into that. It says statement of limited product warranty. It says statement of limited product warranty, what this warranty covers and who it applies to. It says the limited warranty provided by Bosch Home Appliance Corporation. In this statement of limited product warranty applies only to Bosch dishwashers. Products sold to you, the first using purchaser, provided that the product was purchased for your normal household non-commercial use and has in fact at all times only been used for normal household purposes. New at retail, not a display, as is or previously returned model, and not for resale or commercial use, and within the United States or Canada, and has at all times remained within the country of original purchase. The warranty stated herein applied only to the first purchaser of the product and are not transferable. All right, a couple things that I could point out here that we can look. New at retail, not a display, as is or previously returned model. So you want to keep that in mind when you're purchasing a lot of these appliances from your local Home Depot, from Best Buy, from Lowe's, or from wherever you're getting it from. You want to confirm if any warranty applies to this unit, if it's already been used, it's been returned, or a display model. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. All right, it says please make sure to return your registration card. While not necessary to effectuate warranty coverage, it says it is the best way for Bosch to notify you in the unlikely event of a safety notice or a product recall. All right, so that's one of the main reasons why you want to make sure you register your appliance for safety notice or product recall. So there's a recall on a unit, they'll be able to notify you, and if it's covered by Bosch, they'll let you know that if both parts and labor is covered, and they'll send their technician or certified companies to come out to repair that unit. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. How long the warranty lasts? Of course, Bosch warrants that the product is free from defect in materials and workmanship for a period of 365 days from the date of purchase. The foregoing timeline begins to run upon the date of purchase and shall not be stalled, toiled, extended, or suspended for any reason whatsoever. All right, so you only get a 1-year manufacturer warranty, both parts and labor. All right, so that's cool there. Let's dive into some other stuff that it might have here. They also said this product is also warranted to be free from cosmetic defects in material and workmanship. It says such as scratches of stainless steel, paint, porcelain, blemishes, chips, dents, or other damage to the finish of the product for a period of 30 days from the date of purchase or closing date for new construction. All right. The cosmetic warranty excludes slight color variations due to inherent differences in paint and porcelain parts, as well as differences caused by different lighting, product location, or other similar factors. The cosmetic warranty especially excludes any display, floor, as is, or B stock appliance. All right, so they're really specific on the cosmetic as well, so you want to think about that as well. It doesn't, this is real special. The warranty specifically excludes for, of course, floor models, as is, or the B stock appliances. All right, so that's one. All right, so the warranty cosmetic is for 30 days. Or if you look at, it says closing date for new construction. So if you have a house that's just newly built, you do have an extension on the warranty that the construction company or the person that's building the home could give you the date on the construction or the completion of the home, so they'll be able to honor the warranty after the 30 days. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. Extended limited warranty. So let's dive into this. Bosch also provide these additional limited warranties. All right, so they're giving you more for your buck outside of the 1-year warranty. They're giving you the 30-day warranty for the cosmetic stuff as well. And you look at 5-year limited warranty on electronics. Bosch will repair or replace any Bosch microprocessor or printed circuit board if it proves to be defective in material or workmanship. Excludes labor charges. So they're covering the part but not the labor for 5 years on the control board. All right, it says 5-year limited warranty on dish racks. It says Bosch will replace the upper or lower rack, excluding rack components. If the rack proves defective in materials or workmanship, excludes labor. So the part will be covered. You can probably just order it from Bosch and just let them direct ship it. And if you're handy, you can just probably put the rack in yourself. You don't have to pay for nobody to do it. You can do that. But any labor to transfer some of the old components onto the new rack, that's not covered. Those additional parts won't be covered. They're just giving you the solid rack. So you might have to take the wheels off from the old one and put the old wheels on the new basket. So you want to keep that in mind as well. But the labor is not covered and the part is. All right, so that's good there. It says lifetime warranty against stainless steel rust through. Bosch will repair or replace your dishwasher with the same model or a current model that is substantially equivalent or better in functionality. If the inner liner should rust through, excludes labor. So your tub is covered for the lifetime of the unit if your tub starts to rust. All right, so that's good, excluding the labor. So you got to pay for the labor. And it says Bosch will repair or replace the stainless steel door if the door should rust through, excludes labor charges. All right, so you're getting really good extended warranty through Bosch. Control, dishwasher racks, stainless steel tub, and the door as well. All right, on top of the standard 1-year manufacturer warranty. That's really good. All right, it says repair and replace as your exclusive remedy. All right, it says during the warranty period, Bosch or one of its authorized service providers will repair your product without charge to you, subject to certain limitations stated herein. If your product proves to have been manufactured with a defect in materials or workmanship, if responsible, it says if reasonable attempts to repair the product have been without success, then Bosch will replace your product. Upgrade models may be available to you in the sole discretion of Bosch for an additional charge. All removed parts and components shall become the property of Bosch as its sole option. All replaced and or repaired parts shall assume the identity of the original part for the purpose of this warranty, and this warranty shall not be extended with respect to such parts. Bosch sole liability and responsibility here under is to repair, manufacture defective product only using a Bosch authorized service provider during normal business hours. For safety and property damage concerns, Bosch highly recommend that you do not attempt to repair the product yourself or use an authorized servicer. Bosch will have no responsibility or liability for repairs or work performed by a non-authorized servicer. If you choose to have someone other than an authorized service provider work on your product, this warranty will automatically be null and void. All right, so a lot of the stuff you can actually read yourself. I don't have to prolong the video to read out of warranty product, right? It says Bosch is under no obligation in law or otherwise to provide you with any concessions, including repairs, prorates, or product replacement once this warranty has expired. All right, so you got to think about that. They might be generous. You can ask, and they might be able to say, you know what, we will. Or they might not say, no, we're not covering it. Once the warranty is done, then it's done. You got to keep it moving. All right, warranty exclusions. We talk about a lot of this stuff as well. You can pause the video, you can read that. The warranty coverage described herein exclude all defects of damage that are not the direct fault of Bosch, including without limitation one or more of the following. All right, so you can read that. All right, so that's good there. Different products that we always talk about: adjustment, alteration, modification of any kind, right? Any party's willful misconduct, negligence, misuse, abuse, they're not going to cover that. All right. External element and or environmental forces and factors. All right, so you want to think about that as well. So I'm just going to slowly go through all this stuff, man, but this is just the warranty portion of the video. Bosch have their registration and all this information to be able to contact them by phone. I don't see a mailing address or anything like that, but either way, you'll be able to get in contact with Bosch, man. And of course, we are done, man. It's me, your boy, Richie Rich. We diving into the warranty portion of this video, and we're going to dissect the rest of this joint. We out of here. Peace. Alright, so for this portion of the video, we're going to focus on the parts, man, cost per repair. If you decide that you want to get this appliance repaired, there's no more manufacturer warranty. How much is going to cost you? 1, 2. What's some of the common issues that typically goes bad on this particular dishwasher? Stuff that we are a fan of, some things that we're not a fan of. And also, what parts are covered under the manufacturer warranty. All right, Bosch is extremely generous with their warranty on this particular dishwasher, and we're gonna dive into this joint, man, and let you know exactly what's going on. All right, so right now we're on the Sears Parts Direct website. Put the model number in, and we're gonna dissect this appliance, man. We're gonna start off where it says door / dispenser. So we have the inner panel and the outer panel as well. You have a door handle, you can see here, which is the door handle here. The outer panel is the front where the stainless steel finish is, and the inner panel is on the inside once you open the door. All right, so you also have your soap dispenser as well. Typically when you replace a soap dispenser, you normally replace the whole entire assembly, so you don't have to get it piece by piece, unless it's a part of the door that's broken and you just want to reconnect the door. But more than likely the technician is going to replace the whole entire thing. But we can see how much these parts are costing per repair. For our example, of course, our labor is $150 and the price of the part. If there's any additional helper fee, we'll charge $60, so that will move our labor to $210. Plus, again, like we stated before, the markup on the part. All right, so we can look at the soap dispenser. All right, really cheap for a soap dispenser for a high-end appliance like Bosch. You're looking at $59.99. That's the price that you'll spend for that. Pretty common issue for either the soap dispenser not to open up or short out. The solenoid on the soap dispenser can malfunction. The door doesn't close properly, right? Or it doesn't close at all. It's broken or cracked, or it could be leaking or anything like that. So when you're looking at that, the part, of course, for this unit is $59.99. We're gonna say it's gonna charge you $120 for the part. Labor, you're looking at $150. So at least you're looking at $270 to replace a minimum, to replace your soap dispenser. If a technician has to come out. All right, so we can go back to the rest of the video, see what else we got. All right, let's see what else could go bad. You have detergent dispenser seal. So again, once you replace the dispenser, you get all this with it, so there's no need there. Your dishwasher turbidity sensor, not a common issue, but if you happen to need it, you're looking at $16.37. And of course, you have the individual breakdown of the soap dispenser cap, dispenser cover. But like I said, once you replace the assembly, you get that all together. All right, so we don't have to really worry about that. The dishwasher outer door panel, right? So this is the front. Not a common issue for this to happen. Normally, if something goes wrong with this or it's a malfunction, that's what you would consider a cosmetics, right? So you might want to contact Bosch, because I know for sure they do have a warranty on the door, and the warranty for the door for the part, it is 5 years for the part, but the labor is not covered. All right, so you want to keep that in mind as well, to see if they will cover that part. If they do, they're saving you at least $107.94, the minimum. All right, let's see what else. I'm gonna have to keep going back and forth into this joint, but it's fine. We're gonna get this thing going. All right, so we have dishwasher door seal. That's at the bottom. If the dishwasher tends to leak, right in the front, you're looking at $23.99. I wouldn't say it's a common issue on Bosch dishwashers, but it can happen. I've replaced a couple of these, I would say I'll probably replace maybe 3 or 4 in about 15 years. So it's not a common issue for this model, but if you happen to need it, $23.99. Extremely cheap for the door seal at the bottom. All right, so that's what you're spending there. So let's see what else. All right, let's see what else they got. You have your dishwasher door lock kit. All right, this is a huge issue. $22.99 for the part, not that expensive. Really cheap door lock kit, and it's really cheap because the door is so heavy that I've replaced this part so many times, brand new ones, multiple ones, and the units still allow the door to just open up while you're using it or not close properly, so it won't start. Made whatever adjustment that needs to be made, and we still weren't able to fix it. And I think we had to get the customer a new unit because it wasn't, we weren't able to repair it. So their warranty company covered the part and covered the replacement of a new machine. But this is a big issue. It works fine initially when you first purchase it, but after that, once that start working, it might work, and then you have consistently just keeps opening the door doesn't close, it doesn't start. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. All right, so we're not a huge fan of that. That's probably the main issue that we see with this dishwasher that we do not like, is that door latch. But it is cheap. All right, so it's really cheap. It gets on my nerves though, as you can see. All right, let's rock, keep going. Dishwasher outer door, that's the front door here. Like we discussed before, not a common issue, but again, contact. Bosch, they do have extended warranty on the door. If it's rusting or something like that, you might want to call them. 5-year warranty on the door. All right, so that's cool. What else we got? We have dishwasher door handle, $35.99. All right, if you need the handle, depending on what color, $35.99. Common issue is plastic door handles tend to break. But again, if you're looking at this part, $35.99. I would say if it's $35.99, you might get charged $100. I think $100 is probably should be close to what max you'll pay for this, but it is a Bosch appliance. So if you're talking about $100 for the part, labor $150, you're talking about at least $250. All right, so right about there, you should pay for that. All right, $250. So, all right, so we just discussed the door handle. Outside of that, that's it. Nothing else is there. We can dive into the next part, which is the sump water inlet. So when you're talking about the sump, you're talking about the whole entire motor assembly, right? So you can get the sump that the motor sits in, or you can get the motor by itself. You also have the drain pump here as well. You have a diverter motor, right, that switches from wash in different portions of the machine. You have your the water inlet. Let me see if it's on here. The inlet that allows the water to come in here as well. But we'll be able to find all that. So let's see what we got. All right, so you got your dishwasher fill funnel assembly, right? $33.99. Normally over time it gets clogged up. All right, so the sentiments from in the water coming from your home. If you have any issues with plumbing, when they shut the water off, turn the water back on, sometimes the sentiments come through. If you want well water, it gets built up, and that has an effect on how much water comes in. The machine can detect that, and it could trigger an error code. All right, so pretty common issue for that to happen over time. Dishwasher inlet guide port cover, that's what secures it and allow the water to come in on the side where I showed you where the water comes in at. Not a common issue. All right, so not a common issue there. Dishwasher sump, again, not a common issue. Normally when the tech replaced the dishwasher motor, it normally orders the sump as an assembly, but in this case it comes separately. It doesn't seem like it comes together. So, but if you happen to need it, it's $82.99. Not a common issue. All right, dishwasher check valve, again, not a common issue as well. Pretty simple unit. All right, but they're really cheap. You have the dishwasher turbidity sensor, the sensor that senses the soil in the water, $32.99. Really cheap. We're going to click on the dishwasher diverter assembly, right? This motor here, $49.99. Really cheap for a high-end appliance, really cheap for a Bosch. We really like that joint, man. So, man, you're talking about inexpensive, and that's one of the things we like about the Bosch. Some of the parts are really cheap. If you want to get the motor itself, it's $25.93. You get the assembly, it's $49.99. All right, not a common issue there. This motor is a common issue, right? That it does shorts out. It gives you an error code, or the water temperature is not as hot as it needs to be. The heating element and the pump is all one unit. So if you have any issues where it's not drying, defective heating element, you replace the motor. Part, you're looking at $132.99. Bump that up to about 200 bucks. Labor, you're talking about 150. You're talking about at least a minimum of 350 bucks. If you happen to need a helper to pull the unit out, then of course that's an additional 60 as well. So you want to keep that in mind. So worst case scenario, if you need a helper, you're probably going to spend at least 410 bucks, I think, if my math is right. Either way, you're talking about at least $350 if you happen to need that. All right, and that's a slight markup, so they might mark that up to even more. All right, so depending on the company that comes out, you got to factor that stuff in. All right, so drain pump, common issue. Normally allow the dishwasher to not drain. Also, one thing I wanted to mention about the motor also has a 5-year warranty, just the part, right? Does the motor have a 5-year warranty? No, it does not. I'm sorry. It comes with a 1-year manufacturer warranty. I was actually thinking of the control board. All right, so of course your drain pump, there we can come back to that to show you an image of that, because that's the only thing that's left. Your drain pump is a common issue. You're looking at $40.99, right? Drain pump not draining water, gets clogged up, the impeller breaks, stuff like that. That's the impeller that allows it to spin. If those are cracked or broken, it doesn't spin effectively, so it doesn't drain out properly. You're looking at $40.99. If I say this part is 100, labor 150, you're talking about at least $250. All right. Tub and trim. Remember that the tub has a lifetime warranty on it. Just the part. All right. Let me see. 0301. That looks like what the tub is. You have your dishwasher tub installation, not a common issue, but it's installation, man, so I don't really have too many issues with those. Dishwasher door seal that goes around the door so it's secured and it doesn't leak. Really cheap, $31.99. You can't beat that. So if I say this part is 75, labor, you're looking at 150, so you're looking at least 225 bucks, right? Something like that. Yeah, I think my math is somewhat right about that. Somewhat close to it. If it's not, it is what it is. But I'm close. Alright. Also, there go the door latch we talked about there as well. Dishwasher container. So, trim, but I don't see the actual tub though. I'm trying to find the tub. Hope I didn't miss it. It says it's 301. Alright, so here's the button, tub, trim. So you'll have to contact Bosch, man, because I don't see anything weird. Where's the tub? Normally if they cover the tub, it should be a part. So you have to contact Bosch, because the tub has a lifetime warranty on the tub, just the part. So if you happen to need a tub, sometimes they might even replace the appliance as well. So you want to keep that in mind. Alright. Let's see what the control panel, a touchpad, all this stuff is. You can get the control panel or user interface is an assembly. So the dishwasher user interface, that's number 101. Right here, user interface, where the control is, 5610. Really cheap. That is nothing. Your dishwasher push to start switch where you press the button. That switch, $30.99. All right, really cheap, nothing there. Yo, man, you talking about some really good prices. You got the individual buttons depending on the set that you need. All right, so that's the difference between Bosch. They have these little buttons that you got to buy so you can press it in, because the panel doesn't come with the buttons on certain parts, which is this here. Let me go back into this real quick. 0120, this whole entire panel. See the buttons already missing in certain ones. So you have to purchase the buttons, and according to this, is $10 and $10. It's nothing. Door handle, if it's black, $5.89. Dishwasher start button, $2.35, and that's just the button. All right. Dishwasher wire harness, $40.99. Not an issue there. Dishwasher door inner panel, $4.99, $86. More than likely you won't need that. Not a common issue, man, unless it's just some cosmetic use. and you want to contact Bosch about it. All right, let's see what else we got. We got some parts here, so let's dive into those. The drain hose, $19.99. Man, that's really cheap there. Common issue where the drain hose can get clogged up, leak. So if you happen to need that part, $75, labor $150. You're talking about $225, something similar to that. All right, let's go into there. Dishwasher door springs, $21.99. Dishwasher toe plate. Dishwasher leveling leg adjuster. Dishwasher terminal block, $7.51. All right, the inlet or the water valve, $22.99. Common issue that can clog up, cause the solenoid not to allow water to come in. It can short out, it can leak. So you're looking at $22.99. If I say this part is $75, labor $150, you're talking about at least $225. All right. Door spring or links that tends to break, common issue when you open the door is so heavy sometimes it breaks the links. Links are $5.59, so again $150 for the part. If they charge you $30 for the door links, you're looking at least $185. All right, pretty simple there. Another form of door links right here as well. You got door hinges, not a common issue about door hinges, but if you need them, $13.99. You can't beat that. Dishwasher indicator light, $39.14. Dishwasher control panel, control module. This is the control board, $160.97. Not that high, right? Common issue where the control board could short out. Dishwasher wire harness, $49.99. Man, you're talking about pricing that's favorable, right? These prices are favorable. Let's go into the upper rack, dishwasher rack. Again, you have a warranty on the dishwasher rack. It's a 5-year warranty on the rack. Also a 5-year warranty on the control board, just the part. I forgot to mention that as well. So they're saving you $160. All right, so if you got the spray arm, the manifold here, manifold is 0601. Spray arm is 603 on this side that you see here. All right, 0604. Man, cheap, $24.99, $30.99, $10.99. It's normally clogged up if you happen to need those parts. Filters, $21.99. Circulation pump micro filter, $33.19. If you happen to need that, you can purchase that yourself and put it in, but it's not a common issue. Best to clean those out. All right, dishwasher. This is dishwasher dish rack handle, so that's just the dish rack handle. So I've seen where you can put soap dispenser in there. So dishwasher roller kit. All right, dishwasher rack roller kit, $32.99 for the wheels. Dishwasher upper rack, $102.23. Right, if you need the rack, and don't forget that's a 5-year warranty. The hinges or the slide, $55.26. If they tend to break and you need a new one, it's a common issue for those to break sometimes. You're looking at $100. $150 labor, $250. All right, depending on what side. For this, you might order one side instead of ordering both, because you might not need both. All right, so dispenser basket, look at that, $32.99. Dishwasher cup shelf, $8.98. Now you can get this stuff yourself. Frame, not a common issue. Dishwasher rack roller, $20.69. Cover, $15.75. Dishwasher inserts, $21.38. Another insert, $100.56. I'm not sure what these inserts are right here that cost this daggone much. That's for the utensil up top. Yeah, that's way too much. But you know, I guess everything can be cheap. All right. All right, so we're just gonna go back to a lot of the stuff that we already talked about, just to make sure we finish up with this joint. Alright, so dishwasher sump filter cover, test strip you can buy to tell the hardness of your water. Alright, and you probably can calibrate your dishwasher to the hardness of the water. I've done that before in a GE unit back in the day. Alright, that seemed to be like everything. Cleaning, cloth, Right, everything is just about finished here, man. When you're talking about parts is reasonable, really affordable for this dishwasher, with it being a high-end unit and the price of the unit as well. It's gonna be in their favor. Of course, when we tally everything up, we'll let you know what the grade is. But of course, you already know who I am. It's me, your boy Richie Rich, and we dissecting this dishwasher, man. We out of here. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're gonna shoot our overall review to let you know exactly how we feel about this Bosch 24-inch dishwasher 500 series. All right, so we're gonna start off our video, man. The first thing I'm gonna talk about, let me get my notes. We can start off with the warranty, the manufacturer warranty. All right, so for this particular unit, you're getting a 1-year manufacturer warranty, both parts and labor. You're also getting a 30-day cosmetics warranty, right? So if there's any cosmetic defect to the actual dishwasher, you will contact Bosch. Bosch is also giving you a 5-year warranty on the control board and any microprocessor. That's excluding the labor, so you will have to pay for the labor. The control board, you want to check out the price portion of that video. It's going to cost you some bread for that, but they are saving you some type of money, so that's pretty decent. You also have a 5-year warranty on the part for the upper and lower racks, right? Labor is not included as well. And there's certain portions of the racks that's not included, so they're just going to send you the rack assembly, and you're probably going to have to use some of the old parts to install it on top of the new parts. That's if you happen to need someone to install it, if they can just direct ship you the rack. They also have a lifetime warranty on the stainless steel inner door or inner liner. That's excluded the actual labor, so the part will be covered. All right, so you want to think about that as well. Of course, the stainless steel door, all that is a part of it. So if you have any issues like that, you want to contact Bosch. They'll send a representative out to check the appliance to see if it's covered under the 5-year warranty or the lifetime warranty of the stainless steel or the stainless steel door. They'll be able to cover that. So you got a lot of warranty, man. 1 year, 30 days, 2 5-year, and a lifetime warranty as well. So of course, you know we really like the warranty, man. When we talking about a warranty grade, we want to give it a 5. I got 5 on it. Gotta give it a 5. All right, let's talk about price. How much it's gonna cost you? Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. Either way, it's gonna cost you, man. You talking about some money, man. When you talking about this appliance, let's talk about it. Man, you're talking about, for the stainless steel, you're looking at about $1,000. If it's black or white, or if it's a bar handle or pocket handle dishwasher, you're talking about at least, no matter what you're talking about, if it's just between $1,000 and $1,100, and that's with no taxes at all. So you want to keep that in mind. You want to factor that in, that the appliance that you're dealing with is going to cost you some bread. And right now, that's just the going rate for certain dishwashers, depending on the series. I know they have an 800 series that's a little bit more than this as well, and it's probably a lot more fully loaded with a little bit more detail of stuff added to it. So as far as the price grade, man, no matter where we go, you're looking at an average. Certain dishwashers is on a sale right now, so that's what make the prices a little bit cheaper. But originally, you're talking about an average price of, man, between $1,000 and $1,100. That's pretty common. That's everybody's doing it. So I'm gonna just go with the grade as far as the 3. Uno, dos, tres. 3. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Parts, man, cost per repair. So let's dive into some of these parts that typically goes bad. When we do the example, of course, our labor is $150 plus a slight markup of the part. So the dispenser, really cheap parts. And that's one of the things I want to mention before we get into any of this stuff. A lot of the parts for the Bosch dishwashers is really cheap. A lot cheaper than a lot of the other appliances that I've noticed out there, especially with it being a high-end brand. Your dispenser, if you need that to get done, $120 for the part, labor is $150. You're talking about $270. The door lock kit, which is a common issue, which is a pain in the butt. I don't really like it. It breaks too often. It's not strong enough to handle the door. So you're talking about, if you happen to need to get that, you're talking about $75 for the part, labor $150. You're talking about $225. And of course, your soap dispenser that I mentioned prior, that can be defective, not open up, short out, doors can be broken, so you want to consider that as well. When we're talking about the motor, man, if you happen to need a motor, you're talking about $200 for the part, $150 for the labor, you're talking about $350. Drain pump, common issue, right? So if the dishwasher doesn't drain, have issues draining, the part is 100, labor 150, you're talking about 250 bucks. When we talked about the motor as well, I forgot to mention that the motor also has the heating element in it. So the motor and the heating element assembly comes as one. So if you're having any issues with it not working or not drying, then you're gonna need that motor as well. And that is a common issue on this particular unit. Door seal that goes around the tub to keep the door closed properly so the water doesn't escape and it doesn't leak. You're talking about parts 75, labor 150, minimum 225. The water valve that allows water to come in, like I said, 75 is just a markup. So a lot of these parts where I said 75 for is like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. And I'm just trying to do a little markup and add some markup and add the labor to it. Water valve 75 plus $150 labor, 225. Drain hose 75, labor 150. Talking about 225. Drain hose sometimes has a kink in it, might be chewed up by mice. I've seen it all the time. It might be defective or it's clogged up and it just can't be cleaned. You just need a new drain hose. That's a part of it as well. The door links that supports the door, that allows the door to fall, that part is like 35, labor 150, and you're talking about 185. On average, you're gonna spend about $250 per repair on this appliance. With all the math that we did and add all of them together as far as the parts and the labor and of course the body, you're talking about 250 bucks. But like I said, we really like the parts. So the parts grade, we're gonna give it a 4. Quattro. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. We're gonna give it a 4. All right, let's talk about my favorite part, the functions and the features. Man, let's talk about this appliance. Again, this is just the 500 series, but it's really good dishwasher from what we can see. It also, one of the things that we notice about this dishwasher, it has an infrared light to let you know when the dishwasher is running. So you don't have to open the door all the time to find out what's going on in there. You just check at the bottom. Typically you'll see the light glowing on the floor, solid red, and that's telling you that the machine is actually washing and running. So that's pretty good. It also has a sanitized cycle. All right, so that's one of the things that we like about dishwashers. You can increase the water temperature, especially if you're dealing with baby bottles and you want to sanitize the bottles. This cycle is really good to use. It is going to prolong your cycle. So a dishwasher on average nowadays is probably running for about at least 2.5 hours. It might run 3 hours, right? Depending on the increase in options and the sanitized cycle that you have selected. It also have an AutoAir, and this is what makes it unique. It says it automatically releases the door at the end of the cycle. All right, release so that the moisture can escape and it allows your dishwasher to dry by air. I don't know no dishwashers that's allowing that to happen, right? Where it just opens the door automatically without you doing it. Unique, stands out. That's why we really like it. A half load. Half load is for washing small loads and reduce water consumption. All right, so it's almost like a quick wash function that you'll use on any dishwasher. It's saying that it's a half load. You have an extra scrub. All right, so this extra scrub feature says increases pressure and temperature in the lower rack, what allows it to intense clean the dishes. All right, so extra scrub. I like that. That's different. Aqua sensor. All right, it says optimum measuring device, which measures the cleanliness of the rinse of the water. So it measures the water, making sure that the water is clean and it's not recycling the same water inside of the dishes over and over again. So if it feels as though the water is dirty, it drains the dishwasher out and add new water to it. I know it sounds like dishwashers do that automatically, but they don't. They normally run 15-20 minutes with the same amount of water that's already inside the dishwasher, and it doesn't sense it and drains it back out like the Bosch does. So that's what makes it unique. And that's why, as far as our functions and features, we're gonna give it a 5 because we love it. All right, so let's go over this grade real quick. Warranty 5, price 3, parts 4, functions and features 5. Man, you add that all up, you get a 17 divided by 4. And as far as our Bosch dishwasher grade, you're getting a 4.25. All right, so will we recommend this appliance? Come on, man. Yeah, we're gonna recommend it. It's a Bosch. It's awesome. It's amazing. So we really like the appliance, man, for this particular unit. I know right now, again, the price is about 1,100 bucks, but you're getting so much with the warranty with this appliance. This appliance has so many good functions and good features. When we dissect the appliance, we really like that. But the warranty is what really stand out. You're getting so much stuff with the warranty with this dishwasher, and we really, really like it. But of course, you know, like we said, we'll recommend the appliance. We really like it. But you already know who I am. It's me and my boy Richie Rich. Hope I said me, your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Support. You help me, I help you. We both help each other. Till next time, man. We are out of here, man. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm out.